When you look at our generation, what type of a people do you see? Do you see that we're much more technologically versed than we were 20 years ago? Maybe you say that we're much more rigorous in academics, much more competitive in sports. But either of those views, would you be surprised to hear that most people think that our generation is very, very below what our potentials could be? That we are becoming less and less motivated and more materialistic with each passing year. And the best way to combat this is something that you are all very familiar with being at Valley Christian, and that is the idea of community service. And community service is such a great thing because not only does it provide lots of benefits, lots of positive change in the communities that we help out, it also brings about such great growth in the students themselves. It gives them confidence, and it gives them work experience that's going to be so valuable for them later on when they're trying to get their first job. And sadly, fewer and fewer students each year are reaping the benefits of this. They're not doing their any community service, and I believe that high schools should make this a requirement so that students can be more prepared for later on in life. So let's talk about confidence first. And a common message, constant message throughout all of our society today is that what you are doing is not really going to make a difference. And you can see this in so many places. One of them is, for instance, when we're voting, that such a low percentage of people who can vote actually end up doing it because they think, oh, I'm one of 300 million people. What I'm going to do? How is that going to make a difference? Might as well not even do it. And you can see this also in schools because people are fed the message that school and your grades determine your worth. And if you're not good in school, you're not going to end up being worth anything. And that is absolutely not true, but it's what's being preached to us. And what we need is a way to show students that their work has meaning, and community service does that perfectly. It demonstrates that their work really can do great things and bring about change. And should schools start requiring this, it would help students to learn that they can make a great difference. And once they learn that, it'll help them to pursue their later goals and not give up on them like our society is teaching us to do in a way. And next, let's talk about experience that it brings you. Let's face it, schools can only do so much in preparing you for a job. They can teach you in the classroom, but what we need is more practical experience to give us that boost. And if students are not properly prepared for their work, you can expect a lot of struggle under the responsibilities of a new job because that is something they will not be accustomed to. And basically, without any experience, you're diving headfirst into something and you've got no prior knowledge of that can help you, and it'd be very difficult, especially for the first job. And community service is almost like a first job in that it gives you the responsibilities, new responsibilities that you can get used to, and schools, their job is to prepare students for jobs in life. And so a way they can do this is by making community service a requirement in order to prepare for them for that. Can you imagine what it would be like if our generation, all the way across the U.S., would be involved in our communities, that we'd be doing all this, making such a great change? Not only would we see growth in our poorer areas of society, all of our students would benefit from this. They would have so much more motivation and experience to excel in every single area. And obviously at this school, we already have community service as a requirement, but I beg of you, do not make this as just a chore. Let it drive you to be better, not just for yourselves, but also for your communities, seeing as the growth you can create there. And if we really tried to do more hours, plan more events that would impact our communities, I believe we could really see something special. Thanks.